To install the PC Spy software, the first thing you need to do is insert the USB into the computer. Then open up the files and you'll see this icon here. If you double click on that, it'll open this window. Now you've got a few options on here. Install, so that installs the software with the configurations. Update and configure. The first thing you need to do is check for any updates. Okay, that just keeps the software up to date. The only time you can do this is when the stick is in the machine. Now we need to configure. So this is the setting up of how the software is going to work. As you can see, this bar here is detecting my voice. Now if the microphone is not sensitive to this one, you can change the recording threshold. So for example, the sensitivity, so I can turn it up or down. If I make this less sensitive, there you are, or I can make it more sensitive, like that. Okay, so or you can press the button here just to restore to default. Now below this is the saving threshold. Now this is the amount of kilobytes each file will be before it's saved. If you're storing locally, as in on the hard drive, you can make the storage quite large because there's no set limit. If you're sending by email, it will depend on the provider's limit. So for example, Gmail is 25 megabytes. Other providers might be different. So if you make it too high, the email provider may not send that email for you. So you need to look into that before you set this limit. This limit of 1,000 kilobytes is probably too small. If you look here earlier, we've got lots of recordings. This is in the space of about an hour, because there's quite a lot there. So you probably actually want to make it a bit larger if you can, if you are recording locally like we did here, so that you're not having lots and lots of little files. Instead you can have one or two big ones. Okay, so next thing then is to choose whether you want it local or by email. Now local means you're going to store it on the hard drive somewhere. This is less covert because it doesn't matter where you save it, it could possibly be found. If you did want to save it to the hard drive, I would suggest not saving it to the desktop like I have, but saving it somewhere else, and possibly even hiding the file as well, which you can do by going to properties, I think security, hidden, there you are. Yeah. Now on my desktop I'm set so I can see hidden folders, but most desktops are set so they can't, so in fact that would be invisible if it was set that way. So you can change the path. Obviously, like I say, I've got it on the desktop, you can change it to wherever you want to by clicking that button there and saving it to whichever destination you need to. But preferably it's better to go with the email option. Now with email, what it's going to do, it will record the file. Once the file is finished recording, it will then email it to wherever you want it to go and then delete it. At no point can it be found, so this is actually the better way. And of course it also means that I don't need to get access to this PC again to actually listen back to the files. So to do this, you first need to write your email address and your password here. So if I put mine in, if I now place my email password in here, okay, and then below is the email address I want it to go to. Now I can, if I want to, send it to myself, but in this instance I'm going to send it to my personal account. And here you need your settings for your email. So in this case I'm using Gmail to send from. So I need to choose the Gmail settings. This here is a Gmail account. If I'm using Yahoo or one of these other ones, I need to change the settings accordingly. I'll just click on those and it changes it there. Now your email provider might not be in this list. For example, I notice Outlook isn't there. If it's not, you simply Google SMTP settings for Outlook or for whichever provider you're using, and just place them in there. It it's just one-off thing. All providers have got their own SMTP. Just to find out what it is and place it in that box there. Okay, so once you're done, we're basically sending from this email address here with my password to this email address here, and this is the correct settings for Gmail. And I'm going to apply this. Okay, so if you go back in, you see the settings are saved. Okay, now what we need to do is install. So install basically means we're popping the software on and it'll start running as well. Click on install, you'll see it says SpyComp's running. Now I can't change the configurations now. I can see them, but they're all locked. If I did want to change them, I need to uninstall, go to configurations, edit whatever I needed to. For example, I forgot to press email. Okay, now install. Okay, so once you're installed, what we should get is a notification. There you are. If you have a look here, we've just received an email. It just says installation complete. Now this is just a test email basically coming from this software to my personal email address just to let us know it's working. There's no recorded file attached yet, but in a few minutes after it's recorded a bit more, it will send me another email with a recording attached. It will keep doing that well, as long as the PC is turned on and it's detecting sound. So the fact I've got this is just a reminder that it's actually working, just a test to make sure it is actually working. Like I said, there's no recorded file attached as yet. Okay, so as long as this is running, then it will keep recording, keep sending. Now at this point, I can take out the USB stick, so I can press exit. I'm going to take out the USB stick. Once I've done that, there's no way of getting back into the software. There's no way anyone can find it. You can't alter the settings, so you mustn't lose the USB stick. Because to change the settings or to remove it, I need to put the USB stick back in. Open the folder again. Click on the installer, and here we are, back in again. As soon as I pull that USB stick out and exit, there's no way back in again. So that's it. Thanks for watching.